Hello and welcome back. We're going to keep this episode kind of short, and
Passing
it does
100 meters.
contain a couple of
Oxygen
significant
efficiency
plot
decreased.
points. So if you're still concerned about spoilers, you can look away and come back in the next episode. Now, I think we just have time before Sunbeam gets here to show you this, and you really should see this before Sunbeam gets here. It's kind of important to make things slot into place story-wise.
Scans indicate the facility's control room lies beyond this doorway.
There's another purple tablet on the walkway right below that one, but I don't have time to grab it right this second. We'll be coming back here later, though, so.
The control panel is broadcasting a message. Translation reads, "Warning, infected individuals may not disable the weapon. This planet is under quarantine." Translating background broadcast. Downloading summary to databank.
I think we're just gonna make it.
Survivor, we see you. Man, I don't know how you held out down there. We broke an atmosphere, and we're descending towards the landing site. Is that a building down there? What do you mean you can't identify it? Hold on. No turning back now. Positions, everyone. Touching down in 10, 9, 8. It's coming from the building? Change course. Set thrusters to full.
And that's the moment when you know you're good and stuck here until you figure out how to disable that thing. So that's kind of what I'd call like the end of the beginning, the end of the early game phase. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and finish harvesting the shale and lithium around that point. Like I mentioned in last episode, there's quite a bit of it here. Should be just enough to be able to carry most of it back with me in one trip, but there's good reason to make multiple trips out here. If you follow this flank of the mountain down, there are some thermal vents with a whole ton more of that stuff on it, and there's a fairly valuable wreck down there. It's got some really important stuff, like the Cyclops engine modules and a few other things that you kind of need. The other thing I need to do is I need to run over to the mushroom forest on the other side of this island and find some blueprints. There's at least one that I need that I don't have yet. I need a power transmitter, which for some reason I did not find where I found the thermal plant blueprints over by Officer Keith's life pod. There's usually some lithium, lots of shale nodules, and sometimes some magnetite growing over here. growing. You don't need a ton of magnetite in the game. Gotta watch out for those biters. If you're moving in a straight line, if you're not moving long enough, they'll come and bite you. Ooh, that warper is way too close. The main thing, oh, there's some magnetite. The main thing with warpers is to keep moving, don't move in a straight line, don't let them get too close. They do a fair bit of damage if they get you, and sometimes they're weirdly persistent. Oh, if you can get behind one and hit it with your knife, it'll take off and usually not come back for a while. Is there more than one? No, it's the same one. So you can go inside a base, just kind of wait for him to leave if you want. And they usually don't stick around too long. You can hear them warping around out there. Or you can just leave the area. If you can pop into a Seamoth, you can outdistance them pretty easily. You just don't want to go in a straight line until you've got some distance on them, because they can hit you with this warping weapon and pull you out of your vehicle. Same thing with the prawn suit. And there he is. So I tend to kind of alternate between straightforward and just strafing a little bit. And then once you've got some distance, they can't hit you anymore. They lose interest. All right, I think that's it for this episode. I'm gonna head back, and then I'm gonna grab the radiation suit and head over to the mushroom forest over there close to the aurora. It's close enough that we have some radiation to worry about. And that's all for now. Thanks for joining us.